Hey guys, Anime Night here. I am taking a detour real quick because I want to make this video in support of Spyro because I too would like to see a new Spyro game. I want Spyro to get his shine this time. Now, hear before you send your hate mail and everything, hear me out on this. I originally played the original games in the late 90s when I had the PS1. My very first game was Crash Bandicoot, and then I played that trilogy. Up until Crash Bash. I played Spyro when it first came out, and then there was Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage, and Spyro 3. Spyro 3 remains my favorite one out of that whole trilogy. But as a whole though, I love those games. I don't talk about the obvious, but the problem is there is so many factors that went wrong. Both Crash and Spyro, they're wonderful IPs, and they have their moments. They had their peak, and then the rapid decline, and with the disappearance of one of the series, or both, maybe depending on who you hear it from. I am happy to be in this timeline where, in this era, where we got a remake of the original trilogy with Crash Bandicoot and Spyro Reignited. And then out came CTR. Out came Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Out came Crash on the Run. And then Crash Team Rumble. I love those games. I love Crash Bandicoot. I love that world. I love the characters. But I also like Spyro too because of the massive worlds, all the different enemies, all the different characters. Like from the mythical dragons to the people in the hub world to the from Summer Forest all the way to Midnight Mountain. The wonderful characters like from Spyro, Alora, Bianca, Hunter, Sparks, Zoe, the Elder Dragons. There is so much you can work with. And originally before the pandemic, uh, originally Crash Team Rumble was gonna be released in 2021. It was set to. Then the pandemic happened, and it really rocked the entire world in all sectors, including gaming. And unfortunately, everything had to shut down. We had to remain indoors, the whole shebang. But also, there's been a lot of major overhauls too, with the recent deal between Microsoft and Activision. There was that too. So basically, they're still trying to play catch up from the unexpected pandemic. And with the merger, it's just another wrench. Plus, and unfortunately, with what happened with Call of Duty, that Beanox and Vicarious Visions had to go and help them out, along with Toys for Bob. So there was a relatively small group. But also, they're playing catch up. In my honest opinion, they're playing catch up. But I will say this: this is to Toys for Bob and Activision. We only want, in whole, we just want a confirmation of a Spyro game being made. I do not care if it's like CGI or unused game content or cutscenes. I do not care. Even a tweet or one of the developers comes on and does a video announcing it. I do not care how it's done. We don't care how it's done. We want to see Spyro 4 get his chance to shine. Because it is, everybody knows that this is the year of the dragon in the Chinese zodiac. Everybody knows that. This is the perfect time because we've seen a lot of Easter eggs from Spyro from Crash 4 up until Crash Team Rumble with Season 3. And everything in between. However, if nothing is announced at the end of this year and we get an announcement in 2025, you're going to get a lot of angry people. There is a market for Spyro. It's there. It's right there in front of you. There is a market. People would love a new Spyro game. Because I am so sick and tired of reading comment after comment after comment after comment of people demanding Spyro 4 and it not being heard. Heck, I even see it in posts where it doesn't need to be at. Like with Crash Team Rumble. Like, where's Spyro and this and that? I mean, people, calm down. It's gonna happen. We know it. I know it. So, Toys for Bob, if you are watching and listening, and Activision too, please announce Spyro while the iron is still hot this year. This is the perfect time. What are your guys' thoughts? I'm Anime Night 1992. I'll catch you all later.